Here we discuss about different rulers, different dynasties ruled over Delhi and surrounding area, means other parts of India. Now we are moving towards administration. How the administration was going on during those days. Nista, continue state administration. You can see on the screen also. You can also use your textbook. First paragraph.
The Delhi Sultanate, which was established in the 13th century, was unique in terms of state governance. The Sultan was at the center of the Delhi Sultanate. The power of Sultan was paramount. He was also the supreme commander, the supreme head of the executive, and the supreme judge. There was a cabinet to head the Sultan. Cabinet ministers and officials were appointed by the Sultan himself. The Sultanate system was divided into three sections, namely central, provincial, and local.
Yes.
Cent-
Village matter. It was established in 13th century. As we know, as it was monarchy system, king was superior, king was head for every department, whether it is in commanding in force or judgment or executive. In every area, king was the head. Besides this, king also appoint different ministers and officers for different divisions. The state or sultanate was divided into three sections: central, provincial, and local. As today, we have central government, state government, and local self government. Second one, Kia, Asnani Kia, central rule and know this. Read this too.
Central rule. The cabinet was the chief after the Sultan. The Sultan's chief minister was called the Wazir, who was the head of administration. Besides this, the cabinet consisted of army, postal department, religious department, foreign affairs department, intelligence department, etc. Thus, more or less modern cabinet like arrangement was seen at that time.
Continue. Know this.
Note this, during the time of Alauddin Khilji, the postal system came into existence to fulfill government requirements. Runners carried royal messages and orders. These runners were in all the important centers of the state. In this way, it can be called the initial version of the current postal system.
Yes. Now, as we have discussed, Sultan was the head for everything, every department. Besides this, the Sultanate was divided into three divisions: central, provincial, and local. Central level, Sultan appoint the ministers, the head or main minister, or we can say chief minister, is called Wazir. Besides this, there are other ministries. There were army, means defense, postal department, religious department, foreign affairs, intelligence, means these were other ministries. Means we can compare it is similar to today's system. We have more number of ministries and ministers department in comparison to those days, but similar. Know this, during the time of Alauddin Khilji, postal system was came into existence, and for government requirement, keep in mind fulfillment of government requirement at the major point or headquarters of provisional, state, central, and local level. There was a runner who transferred messages in this way. It was similar to today's postal system. Now, second one means second person is provincial rule. It will be read by Kiresa.
Yes, sir. Provincial rule. During the
Provincial means
Sultanate,
local both.
provincial rule. During the Sultanate, the province was divided into jagirs, which were called iktas. The head of ikta was called the iktidar or mukti, who was the head of the executive and the judiciary of the province. His job was to provide army to the Sultan whenever needed and to collect the land revenue. However, in the time of Alauddin Khilji and the Muhammad Tughlaq, the central army was given importance and the control over Iqtidar was established. Local government. The unit after the province was divided into district and talukas called Sikh and Parganas respectively. The village administration was headed by the Mukhi or Mukaddam and the clerk,
Clark Patwari.
clerk and Patwari helped him.
Very good. Now provincial level. As from the center, state was divided into many parts or areas. It is called Jagir. In many of the films, you have heard the name Jagirdar sir, Zamindar, Jagirdar, which was called Iktas. The head of this Jagir was called Iktadar. He was also called Mukti. He was also executive and magistrate head of the region. His job is to maintain army and when king required, provide the help of army. Besides this, the main army at central level, it has more control, more power in comparison to Iqtadar and it control the army of Iqtadar too. Then third one is local level, as we call local self-government. Here we have Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, District Panchayat. Here, district is called Sikh, talukas is called Paraganas. Besides this, Mukhi or Mukadam were appointed at the village level and clerk and Patwari, they are two other appointed person who help Mukhi or Mukadam at the village level administration. This way, local, central and provincial rule was going on or administration was going on during those days. If we compare, today's system is also similar to this. Now, we are moving towards next page, page number 10. Forts and other constructions during Sultanate age. Yes, Jaiswal Vaishnavi. Just a minute, she has doubt. What is your doubt, beta? Vaishnavi? Or start reading? Not there. Kokari Maria?
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Forts and other constructions. The establishment of the Delhi Sultanate marked the beginning of the construction of Indo-Islamic style architecture in India. During the Sultanate period, significant works of architecture like forts, mosques, tombs, houses, gardens, gates, minarets, etc. were constructed. A mosque named Quwwat-ul-Islam was built in Delhi during the time of Qutbuddin Aibak. Another important building built during Qutbuddin Aibak's reign was Qutub Minar. Only one floor of it was constructed during his reign. Iltutmish co- com-
Completed.
completed rest of the work after his death. It was renovated by Firoz Shah Tughlaq and Sikandar Lodi. Another building built by Qutbuddin Aibak was a mosque called Zaidin Ka Zopda, which is located in Ajmer. The construction during the period of Il-
Iltutmish.
Iltutmish include House e Shami Idgah and Jama Masjid. Major construction work during the reign of Alauddin Khilji include Elai Darwaza, Siri Fort and a town named Siri and Hauz e Khas, Tughlaqabad, Firozabad, Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozpur, Fatehabad, etc. Towns were settled during the Tughlaq rule. During this period, many forts, mosques, lakes, places, baths, tombs, bridges, inns, gardens, etc. were built in Delhi. Tombs and mosques were built during the Sayyid and the Lodi dynasty. Bande Khan's Dome, Baba Gumbaj, Mosque, and Shihabuddin Tomb were the major ones among them.
Very good. Now construction work during the Sultanate age. During the time construction work was started, it was Indo-Islamic style. Means we can see here Indian style as well as Islamic style. Indian culture as well as Islamic culture. Here they have constructed forts, mosques, tombs, houses, gardens, gates, minarets, etc. One by one, we are going each of them in detail. Mosque named Quwat ul Islam. It was built in Delhi during the time of Qutbuddin Aibak. Keep in mind in this chapter you need to remember the name, the construction work and who built it. Second thing, Qutub Minar. It was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak, but only first floor. Then after he died, then his son-in-law as well as his nephew Iltutmish, he completed the work of Qutub Minar. Beside this, Firoz Shah Tughlaq and Sikandar Lodi, who renowned Qutub Minar. Other building we are discussing about Qutbuddin Aibak constructed was Dhai Din Ka Jhopda. It was a mosque located in Ajmer. During the time of Iltutmish, some construction work were going on. They were Hoje Sami, Sami Idgah, Jama Masjid. These were the construction work by Iltutmish himself. Major construction work during the reign of Alauddin Khilji, means Alauddin Khilji's time. Alai Darwaja, Siri Fort, and Shiri town, Hoje Khas. These were constructed by Alauddin Khilji. Tughlaqabad, Firozabad, Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozpur, Fatehabad. These are the towns, names of towns, were constructed during the time of Tughlaq. During this period, many forts, mosques, lake, palaces, baths, tombs, bridges, inns, gardens were constructed during the Sultanate age in Delhi. Tomb and mosque, they were built during Sayyid and Lodi dynasty. Bande Khan's Dome, Bada Gumbaj, Mosque, and Shihabuddin Tomb, they were constructed or major among them. Means in this paragraph, you need to remember the names of building and who has constructed it. Beside this, Qutub Minar, constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. But if the question is completed at that time, you can write completed by Iltutmish. Now any question from this paragraph?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, this Qutub Minar first built by who?
Qutbuddin Aibak started construction work of Qutub Minar. He has constructed ground floor, means first floor. Then after he died, Qutub Minar is 7-storied building. And next means remaining part of the Minar constructed by Iltutmish. So if the question who constructed Qutub Minar, Qutbuddin Aibak. But if the question is who completed the work of Qutub Minar, at that time name would be Iltutmish. So keep in mind the difference who constructed and who completed. Then we are going towards South India, Vijayanagar, large empire during those days. Korat Dvija,
Yes, sir. The process of disintegration of the Delhi Sultanate began during the time of the weak sultans of the Tughlaq dynasty. This process accelerated during the Xiad dynasty and the Lodi dynasty, the situation was further
Deteriorated
decorated by Taimur's
invention.
due to all these conditions, many North and South Indian states become independent, including Vijayanagar, Bahmani, Mawal,
Malwa.
Malwa, Mewan, Bengal, Janpur, etc. Let's get some information about Vijayanagar and Bahmani.
Brahman.
Two brothers named Harihar Rai and Bukha Rai in 1336 AD laid the foundation of the Vijayanagar Empire on the banks of the river Tugbhadar, making it
Tungabhadra.
Bhadra, making it the capital of their kingdom. The town was initially known as
Vidyanagar.
Vidyanagar after the Guru Swami Vidyaranya. Later on, it was called Vidyanagar due to military success of their empires. Rakhihar Rai and
Bukkarai.
Bukka Rai were the kings of the Sangam dynasty. Vijayanagar Empire was ruled by the Sangam dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty and Arvidu dynasty. Harihar Rai first and Bukha Rai made an important contribution in twinning a small kingdom into an empire. Rule of Saluva dynasty lasted for 20 years and then Tuluva dynasty was established.
Stop. Now we are moving towards South India. After Delhi Sultanate weakened, many of the states come into existence in South India during the time of Sayyid dynasty as well as Lodi dynasty. Here, major of them were Vijayanagar, Bahmani, Malwa, Mewar, Bengal, Jaunpur. Here, we are going to discuss about Vijayanagar and Bahmani. Two brothers, Harihara and Bukka, in 1336, they established a large empire near the bank of river Tungabhadra. Its name was Vidyanagar because Swami Vidyaranya, a guru, inspired him for this same. Then after, it was become Vijayanagar because of military success of their empire. Vijayanagar, this kingdom was ruled by some dynasties. They were Sangam dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty, and Arvindu dynasty. Harihara I and Bukka, they were important because within a period of about 7 years, they expanded the territory till the Kanyakumari, means end of South India. Saluva dynasty, which ruled over 20 years, then after Tuluva dynasty established their power over Vijayanagar.
Sir,
Yes,
in this written that Tungabhadra making it the capital of the kingdom. So the Tungabhadra is the capital of this.
Tungabhadra is the name of river. Tungabhadra is the name of river near the bank of river Tungabhadra. It is still available in South India. Tungabhadra.
Okay.
At the southern part of Madhya Pradesh or next state, Tungabhadra is there. And from there to Kanyakumari, Harihara and Bukka led them within 7 years or 8 years. Then we are moving towards next two paragraph. Great rulers like Krishna Dev Rai. It will read by I think Krishan second time. Jani Prasant.
Yes,
Great
great,
rulers.
great
Yes.
rulers like Krishna Dev Rai was born in the Tuluva dynasty, who was the best ruler of Tuluva dynasty of the Vijayanagar Empire. Not only this, even got the honor of being a great ruler of India. He won many battles during his reign. Although Krishnadev Rai spent most of his life on the battlefield, he did not neglect,
Neglect.
neglect the administration. He got lakes and canals dug in the state and enriched,
Neglect.
enriched agriculture. He abolished some unjust taxes and gained love of the people. He established a town called Naga, Nagalpur near Vijayanagar and decorated it with various buildings and temples. Krishna Dev Rai was himself a great scholar. He wrote several texts in Sanskrit and Telugu. Due to spread of literary art, he became well known as the Forge of Andhra.
Very good.
After
Yes, stop. Now as time is going to over,